Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like it is over now. As you can see indicated by this Bitcoin chart, the Bitcoin price has been dumping today and it's down a whopping 1.76%. That's not very significant, but it does look like this bearish divergence is finally starting to play out here a little bit. This could mean that we have a little bit lower to go, but in the grand scheme of things, this is really going to be nothing because we're already up over 100% for the year. You know what they say about things they go up, though. Eventually, they gotta come down, at least just a little bit. But recently, the whole market has been flipped all the way upside down, and upside is downside, and really everything is just backwards, and it doesn't make any sense at all. This is exactly what I'm talking about right here. Look what token is up the most for the past 7 days. It's FTX. And in the third place position is Terra Luna. This shouldn't even be happening right now. And this is because Gary Gensler has been supportive of a possible FTX relaunch while he's still denying or at least delaying Bitcoin spot ETFs. I know, nothing makes sense. But anyway, if you look here at the daily chart, you can see that the RSI did get a little bit up into the overbought territory. And with the RSI making lower highs right here and the price making a higher high, it looks like we could be due for a little bit of a cool off, and I don't think that whopping 1.7% that I was talking about earlier is going to be sufficient enough. So we might have a little bit more downward pressure to go, but I really don't think we're going to be making it much further below this red line, if we even make it there at all, because this was the previous level of resistance, and hopefully we'll be turning it into support. But as long as we don't make a lower low here or anything, then I think the bull market is still on. And we're still really early because mainstream investors still haven't even realized that crypto is back yet, and the mania hasn't even really begun. But people who have been in crypto for a while are irrationally bullish, and they're getting ready to rake in huge profits in the next bull run. Here we have an article by CoinDesk that says the former FTX and Alameda executives are starting a new crypto exchange, according to Wall Street Journal. The former FTX General Counsel Can Sun, who was a key witness in the Sam Bankman-Fried trial, and former Alameda research software developer Armani Ferrante, are building a Dubai-based exchange called Backpack Exchange. And of course, to all of us who have been in the crypto space for longer than the past couple of weeks, can pretty much say that we probably won't be trusting these guys anytime soon. But whenever the bull market gets up and roaring again, there's going to be all kinds of people that are pouring into the crypto space who maybe haven't even heard of or don't even know the significance of what the FTX collapse really was. And even if they did hear about FTX or hear how bad it might have been, they're not going to know who the heck these guys are. So while I'm sure they've got a bad reputation to get over, and maybe that's going to be a little bit of an obstacle for them, I think they're going to be just fine, and they're probably going to be making all kinds of gains in the next bull market because there's going to be a bunch of degens who are too stupid to do enough research and find out that these people can't be trusted. But that's just the way she goes, I guess. People don't do that due diligence. They just go off of what other people on YouTube say. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Haha, hit the subscribe button. But just be careful who you are listening to and who you're actually keeping your money with, because a lot of these people can't be trusted, and you can tell by their track record from the last bull market who those people are. Anyway, let's see what the mainstream sheepies view is actually of cryptocurrency these days. According to this article on Vice, very sheepy and normy, crypto has crashed and everyone is in jail. Investors think it's coming back anyway, though. It says you would be forgiven to think that the whole crypto thing is finally over, a dubious chapter in the financial history ignominiously closed. After all, most NFTs are worthless, shitcoins are in the toilet, and the biggest names of crypto's recent bubbles are all in jail. But some investors aren't seeing it that way. Denizens of the crypto world are currently debating whether they are, in fact, so bad. Cryptocurrencies had a breakout during the pandemic, with the price of Bitcoin skyrocketing from under 10,000 in April 2019 to 60,000 in April 2020. Blah, 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 whatever. It didn't last. In 2002, dominoes fell as one after the other as stable crypto protocols imploded, safe coins crashed, and budding empires crumbled overnight. The fallout was severe, and Sam Bankman-Fried, Alex Mashinsky, and chief figures behind the popular SafeMoon crypto project have also all been arrested for fraud. Terra Luna's Do Kwon is sitting in Montenegro jail and faces fraud charges in the U.S. Su Zhu, the co-founder of the created Three Arrows Capital hedge fund, was arrested and jailed for not cooperating with liquidators. And really, it looks like we just had a bunch of crazy speculation that finally got wiped out, and all of these fraudsters and hucksters, as Gary Gensler likes to call them, finally had their comeuppance, and they got busted for all of the swindling and scamming and all of the money that they were just pulling from behind investors' backs. And it became apparent that there was a lot of mismanagement of customers' funds throughout pretty much the whole industry. And I haven't read the rest of this article, but in my opinion, I think that all of these people going to jail and all of the frauds being exposed is actually what is making crypto come back now. Because anybody who was really paying attention could tell that things were definitely overhyped and there was probably some kind of sketchy stuff going on behind the scenes. But now that it's all been sorted out, it looks like institutional investors are finally starting to get into the space and they feel more comfortable pouring billions of dollars in. So, as the biggest investors and asset managers in the world start to pour money into the crypto space, I think you'd be pretty stupid to ignore cryptocurrency because now it has the chance to become what everybody expected it to be in the first place. They just had to go through a little bit of growing pains so that it could finally get going back to the moon. The bull market might not get totally roaring again until the normies return to the market, but this time I think that it doesn't really matter how much of them are actually pouring their money in because the institutions are what's going to drive this bull market. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are we still overheated and still overdue for a little bit of a correction, or is the narrative around the Bitcoin spot ETF still hot enough to push us up further? Either way, thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to hit that like, follow, or subscribe button. Also, if you want to help out the channel, you can find my gear over at onlygoodcrypto.com. And if you want to chat with the community or get real-time updates on the markets, you can find those only in the Only Good Discord. There's a link down in the description to everything. Most importantly, though, don't forget to have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.